Hello students, today I will continue exercise 5.2 from question number 3. In the last video I have explained you till question number 2. Now let us solve question number 3. Now see the question number 3. In the adjoining figure, P is parallel to Q. Here this P is parallel to Q. Find the unknown angles. And here this line is a transversal line. Any name is not given in the question. So you can give your P. Okay. Here, so P is parallel to Q and P is a transversal. And we have to find the measure of unknown angles A, B, C, D, E and F. First we will find the measure of angle E. You know why? Because here P is a straight line and on this straight line angle E and 125 degree angles are forming a linear pair. Okay. So for this you will write angle E plus angle 125 degree is equals to 180 degree, and in bracket you will write linear pair. Now angle E is equals to 180 degree minus 125 degree. So angle E is equals to, if you subtract 180 degree minus 125 degree, then you will get here 55 degree. Now you have calculated value of this unknown angle E. Now we can find out value of angle F also. Here you can see that line P and line P, they are straight line and they are intersecting each other. So angle F and angle E both are vertically opposite angles. So we can find the measure of angle F because we know that vertically opposite angles are equal. So for the measure of angle F, we will write here angle F is equals to angle E. And here we will mention the reason why they are equal. Vertically opposite angles. And angle F is equals to 55 degree. 55 degree. Why 55 degree? Since angle E is equals to 55 degree. Here we have calculated angle E and this value we will put here. Now E we have calculated, F we have calculated. Now we will find the measure of angle D. Can you tell me what is the relation between angle D and this 125 degree? They are corresponding angles. They are forming corresponding angles. So measure of angle D will be equals to 125 degree because corresponding angles are equal. Okay. So here we will write angle D is equals to 125 degree. Here we will write corresponding angles. Okay. Now D we have calculated. After D we can find A, B, C, any angle we can find out. But here I am calculating first angle B. Here you can see line Q and line P. These both straight lines are intersecting each other at this point. So angle D and B both are vertically opposite angles. Okay, and vertically opposite angles are equal. So for this angle B, here we will write angle B is equals to angle D. Now measure of angle B will be 125 degree. And reason we will mention here why they both are equal, because they are vertically opposite angles. Now you have calculated angle E, angle F, angle D, angle B. Now we will calculate the measure of unknown remaining angles. Now A and C we have to calculate. For angle A, we can use linear pair, because you can see this Q is a straight line and angle A and D, they both are forming a linear pair. So angle A plus angle D is equals to 180 degree. Okay, so we will use this property to find the measure of unknown angle A. D we have already calculated. Now we will calculate angle A. Now angle A plus angle D is equals to 180 degree, because they are forming linear pair. Just we have calculated measure of angle D. Okay. So here we will put the measure of angle D. 125 degree, 180 degree. Now we can calculate measure of angle A. To calculate A, we will transpose 125 degree on right hand side, and then we will get here 55 degree. Okay. Like this, we will find the measure of unknown angle A. After calculating measure of unknown angle A, we can find the measure of angle C. You know how? Just I have told you that Q and line P, these two lines are intersecting each other. So here angle A and angle C, they are vertically opposite angles. A we have calculated just now. Now we will find value of C. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. So we can use this property to calculate measure of angle C. Angle C is equals to angle A. Why? Why angle C is vertically opposite to A? Because they are forming by intersecting lines. Okay. Now C is equals to A. Reason we will mention here. Vertically opposite angles. Now angle C is the last unknown angles. So angle C, here we will write A, we have calculated 55 degree. So here we will write, since angle A is equals to 55 degree. And here also we will mention, since angle D is equals to 125 degree. Okay. So like this you can see that unknown angles you can calculate. So you can see measure of angle A is 55 degree, B is 125 degree, C is 55 degree, angle D is 125 degree, angle E is 55 degree, and angle F is also of 55 degree. The first part of question number 4. Find the value of x in each of the following figures if L is parallel to M. Here you can see line L is parallel to line M and T is a transversal line. Here you can see two angles. One angle is 110 degree and this angle X, and this is the unknown angle, and we have to find here value of this angle X. Students, to find this value of this angle X, first we will find the value of this angle. Okay, because there is no relation between this angle and this angle. Okay, so first we will find out this angle. So we will assume the measure of this angle. So here we will assume it angle Y. Okay. So for this we will write, let the angle opposite to 110 degree be Y. Okay. Therefore, value of angle Y will be what? 110 degree. Do you know why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Okay. Line L and T both are intersecting each other. So here 110 degree and Y both are vertically opposite angles. So here we will write vertically opposite angles. Now we are knowing angle Y. Okay, 110 degree. X we have to find. Here you can see these two angles are on the same side of the transversal line, and we know that the sum of co-interior angle is 180 degree, or you can say co-interior angles are supplementary. So here we will write angle X plus angle Y is equals to 180 degree, and here we will mention sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is 180 degree. Now here angle X we will write now. We will put here 110 degree because here we have calculated measure of angle Y. Angle X is equals to 180 degree. Now we will transpose 110 degree on right hand side. So here 180 degree minus 110 degree will come. After solving this, measure of angle X is coming 70 degree. So like this you can find out value of this unknown angle X. Now students, see the second part of question number 4. In this question also you have to find the measure of unknown angle X. Here for this unknown angle X, we will take L and M parallel lines and A we will take as a transversal line. Now for this angle X, we will see the relation of this X and 100. So you can see here they are corresponding. Okay. As they are corresponding, so they are equal. So measure of X will be 100 degree. Okay. So your answer will be angle X is equals to 100 degree. Why X is equal to 100 degree? Because they are pair of corresponding angles. Now see the question number 5. In the given figure, the arms of two angles are parallel. Here, if angle ABC is equals to 70 degree, then find angle DGC and angle DEF. Angle DEF. Here you can see arm BA and ED is parallel and BC is parallel to EF. Now first we will calculate measure of angle DGC. Okay. For this, here we will write BA is parallel to ED. BA is parallel to ED and BC is a transversal. BC is a transversal. Okay. If BA and ED is parallel and BC is transversal, so what is the relation between angle ABC and angle DGC? Angle ABC and angle DGC both are corresponding pair of angles. Okay. So here angle ABC and angle DGC. For this, here we will write angle DGC is equals to angle ABC, and there we will write, mention why they are equal. They are corresponding angles. Now angle DGC, therefore angle DGC is equals to ABC, and ABC is given 70 degree. So here you will write, since angle ABC is equals to 70 degree. So like this you can calculate measure of angle. Now students, see the second part of question number 5. In the second part of question number 5, we have to find out angle DEF. For this angle, BC is parallel to EF and ED is a transversal. Okay. So here we will write BC is parallel to EF and ED is a transversal. Now here you can see angle DGC and angle DEF. They both are corresponding angles. Okay. So here we are going to find out angle DEF. So we will write angle DEF is equals to angle DGC, and they are a pair of corresponding angles. Okay, so here angle DEF is equals to angle DGC. Here DGC we have calculated. Okay, so here in place of DGC we will write 70 degree. Okay, since angle DGC is equals to 70 degree, therefore measure of angle DEF is 70 degree. Now students, see the question number 6. In the given figures below, decide whether L is parallel to M. Here see the figure of first part. Here line L and line M you can see. N is a transversal line. And here you can see two given angles, 126 degree and 44 degree. You can see here these two angles are on the same side of the transversal. So students, if the sum is coming 180 degree, that means line L is parallel to line M. And if sum is not coming 180 degree, that means line L is not parallel to line M, because angles on the same side of transversal is 180 degree. Okay. Now let us solve this question. Here 126 degree plus 44 degree is equals to 170 degree, and this 170 degree is not equals to 180 degree. As the sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is not 180 degree. Therefore, L is not, line L is not parallel to line M. I think your solution is clear. Here you have seen sum is not coming 180 degree, sum is coming 170 degree. It means line L is not parallel to line M. Now see the second part of this question. Here also you can see line L and line M, and one line N you can see. Here also we have to tell line L is parallel to M or not. To see that, first we will assume this angle. Okay. So here we will write, let angle opposite and let angle opposite 75 degree be X. So X is equals to 75 degree. Why they are equal? Because they are vertically opposite angle. Okay. So x is equals to 75 degree and vertically opposite angles are equal. Here we will write vertically opposite angles here, and we will taking we are taking as a transversal line. Okay. So here sum of x and 75 degree should be 180 degree because they are on the same side of the transversal line. These two angles are on the same side of the transversal line. Okay. So here we will write x plus 75 degree. Okay. And what is coming x? X is coming 75 degree. So this 75 degree we will put here. 75 degree plus 75 degree. What is coming here? 150 degree. And the sum is coming 150 degree. And this 150 degree is not equals to 180 degree. Okay. So it means what? Line L is not parallel to line M. But before this, here we will write, since sum of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is not 180 degree. So line L is not parallel to line M. Now see the third part of this question. In this part also we have to tell the same thing, L is parallel to M or not. Okay. For this part, here we will assume this angle. Okay. Here we are taking this as angle 1. Okay. Now angle 1 plus 123 degree is equals to 180 degree. You know why I have written angle 1 plus 123 degree is equals to 180 degree? Because they are forming a linear pair. Okay. On this straight line M, they both are forming a linear pair. So here we will write linear pair. Okay. And one more thing you can see, that angle 1 and 57 degree. Both are corresponding angle. Okay. But before that, you will calculate measure of angle 1. Angle 1 is equals to 180 degree minus 123 degree. We will write on right hand side. So you will write here minus 123 degree. Now we will subtract 123 degree from 180 degree. We will get here 57 degree. Now here you can see angle 1 and 57 degree. Both are corresponding angles. Okay. These two are pair of corresponding angles. So here you will write corresponding angles. As they are equal, so you can say line L is parallel to line M. Therefore, line L is parallel to line M. Now students, see the fourth part of this question. In this question also we have to tell line L and M are parallel or not. For this question also, we will assume this angle. We will take this angle as angle X. And for this we will write, let angle opposite to 72 degree be X. Therefore, angle X is equals to 72 degree. Why angle X is equal to 72 degree? Because X and 72 degree, they are vertically opposite angles, and vertically opposite angles are equal. So here we will write vertically opposite angles. Now X and 98 degree, these two angles are on the same side of transversal. So we will see that their sum is coming 180 degree or not. Okay. So here we will write X plus 98 degree is equals to, here in place of X we will write 72 degree plus 98 degree. After adding 72 degree and 98 degree, here we are getting 170 degree. And here we can see sum is not coming equals to 180 degree. Okay. So here you will write, here sum of interior angles on the same side of transversal is not 180 degree. So line L is not parallel to line N. I think clear? Here if you have added 98 degree and this 72 degree, sum is not coming 180 degree. Okay. Here's 170 degree is coming. So these two lines are not parallel. Today this much only. In the next video we will start try these of this chapter. Thank you.